Guess what? I love you. I love you. Do you love you? Can you tell yourself that? You're hearing this message. Can you tell yourself, I love you? I love you. I love you. Those three words, I know we've said it a lot throughout the course of our lives, but do we really even know what it means? I've asked some people recently that I'm working with, and I have to ask myself on a regular basis, and it's of no surprise that when you confront somebody with, well, what do you mean by I love you? And then even if they give you a definition, it may be contrary to a lot of things that they're saying in life. Do you ever feel that way? Do you ever feel like you're a walking contradiction? Do you know what I love you means when you say that you love somebody? What are you meaning? What are you trying to express? What does that mean? I heard someone say recently that means they would do anything for that person. And thus, when held in accountability, which is really uncomfortable, in certain circumstances, they weren't willing to do anything for somebody. And I've experienced that myself. So there's no hate here. This is all love. It's just all about being honest and real and authentic. And the days of bullshitting ourselves and definitely bullshitting others should come to a real screeching halt. It's something you have control over. If you want to get really serious about making some changes in your life that are going to really lead to more growth, more healing, more prosperity, more peace, more fulfillment, you got to start getting really honest with yourself. And the only way you're going to do that is you got to go through some healing. You got to let go of a lot of distractions. You definitely got to consider being sober. How are you going to be honest with yourself if you're still fucking around with shit that fucks up your mentality, your clarity, your chemistry? Come on now. Addicts are some of the most deceptive, manipulative type people on planet Earth, and you're hearing from a recovering addict. Thus, I know what the fuck I'm talking about, and I know who I'm talking about, because I also believe in the law of average. The law of average. I believe in that too. I believe in the law of attraction. The law of averages actually came out, and maybe that's worth talking about. What is the law of averages? See, most of you won't even try something because you're afraid of failure. When I was going through a season of cutting my teeth in sales, I learned about the law of averages. And what was crazy is it always worked. Fucking always worked, man. You just had to figure out what the average was. Because if you want to if you need to accomplish something, and that's why the law of averages would work here. If you want to accomplish something, and this was applicable to sales, if I needed to sell 10 things a day in order to hit my goal for that day, the law of averages states that you got to figure out how many people you need to talk to get one sale, and then you times the number of sales you need. So if it took me talking to 50 people, 100 people, let's just say 100. If it took me talking to 100 people to get one sale, and my goal was 10 sales a day, holy smokes, I got to talk to 1,000 people. Well, how does that apply to self-improvement? How does that apply to breakthroughs in life, healing, abandoning your addictions, your distractions? Well, again, progress is connected to true happiness and joy. And let's just say that you wanted to try anything new. a lot of people, you go to the gym one time, you go for one walk, and you don't feel so different. So to really start seeing progress, increase in strength, that means you got to do a lot of reps. You got to do a lot of sets over a certain amount of time so that you can start seeing incremental growth. I can apply that to this last year. This time last year, I love deadlifting. It's so fucking mentally, physically, spiritually challenging to me. And this time last year, I had to look myself in the mirror and realize that, I hadn't been putting in the work. And I felt weak. Well, me feeling weak was like, I think probably 425. And my all-time PR is 535. I'm all natural. No TRT. I always get asked that shit. All natty. I don't even do pre-workout. I just go get it. And yet, it took all year for me to get back into the 500s. That was my goal. And I had some guy go and kick my ass early in the year, and I kind of strained myself trying to overlift and rush the process, which circles it back away from me and back to you. You want it quick. You want it fast. And guess what? That's why you're stuck. I'm going to say that again. You want it quick, you want it fast, that's why you're stuck. What does that mean? Well, you already know. Stuck isn't meaning you're frozen. You're doing a lot of stuff, but you're going nowhere in life. That's what you mean. Do you even realize that that's what you mean? Because when a lot of people say they're stuck, you almost think like, fuck, man, like, you're not. The cage, you're in a cage, but the door's not locked. Get up and walk out. You're not stuck. You're not trapped. Like, I've literally been stuck in spots, like off-roading in the wilderness and snow, and oh no, who's gonna save me? And I had to save my fucking self, which is another really important piece of this. But again, when you want it quick and you want it fast, it never lasts. The long road is the fast way. You've been told by marketing that you can have it easy, that you can get it now. Where do you think fast food came from? It was all about convenience, expediency, because motherfuckers got lazy and also way overwhelmed with work, that they didn't feel like they had the time or energy to put into the kitchen. You also had women start entering the workplace. So ain't nobody in the kitchen, so guess what? Everybody want to go get the bag. Let's put up fucking dumpsters called fast food joints in every corner, plus then some. And let's go ahead and poison all the people. Fuck. And that's what's happened, right? And yet, here we are. Finally, I believe what's finally starting to happen is you're waking up. You're starting to realize, you're starting to question. You're starting to really look around and be like, do I really believe everything I've been believing? What is the whole purpose of this thing? Is it really about who do I support politically? Is it really about who do I root for athletically? Is it really about any of this other bullshit? Or is there something more important going on right now on this planet spiritually, the soul level? Are our souls waking up? I believe that that's what's happening. I believe our souls are waking up, saying there's something greater than just fucking work and overindulgence and living a miserable fucking life. that we actually all have a spiritual purpose. And what is that spiritual purpose? It's to become the best version of yourself. Think about that. To be the best version of yourself. A lot of people struggle with that because you're looking at someone else and saying, oh, so, the best version of myself is to be a fucking billionaire rap star or a fucking billionaire baller. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if that's the best version of yourself. That may be a dream. That may be a fantasy. That may be delusion. I don't know. And guess what? Neither do you. If the vision is inside of you, though, maybe you should go try it. Maybe you should start singing. Maybe you should start writing some songs, right? Maybe you should start getting in the gym and working out. I don't know. What is the best version of you? But I do know that you can easily look at yourself in the mirror each and every day and absolutely with honesty and authenticity, no bullshit, tell yourself whether you are showing up as the best version of yourself for that day. You know when you settle. You know when you give up. You know when you pull up in life. You know when you're coasting. You know when you could do more and you're not doing it. You know all those times that you told yourself that you would do something and you didn't do it. Uh-oh. What happens then? Nothing, right? Because you're an adult and no one can tell you what to do. Well, shit, man, you try to tell yourself what to do and you're right. No one from the outside is going to be able to convince somebody that can't even convince themselves to do the right thing for themselves. I'm going to say that again. No one from the outside, myself, anyone else, is going to be able to tell somebody, convince somebody, right, that can't even convince themselves to do the thing that they need to do that would benefit their life. There ain't nothing on here that I talk about that would not drastically improve your life. Transformation is what we're talking about. And where are we talking about it? From watching other people transform? I'm talking about it from right here, man. This guy used to be the biggest walking self-destructive freaking dumpster fire on planet Earth. I mean, holy shit. I turned it around, didn't I? I turned it around. I transformed myself completely. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, you name it. I've gone through it all, man. I wasn't just hitting rock bottom from addictions. A story that I probably don't talk about enough is I went through the 08-09 economic collapse when I was running a business in Southern California, making high 5 figures a month. You heard that, in my 20s, high 5 figures a month. In my 20s, and that motherfucker fell off the cliff. And it wasn't because I got lazy. I lost everything. Everything. I know what it is to lose everything. And I didn't fucking give up, man. And neither should you. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm barking. Is because I didn't give up. And I wanted to. I wanted to delete myself many times. It still comes up. That shit's relentless. But that's why you gotta be even more positive, whole, and complete within yourself, loving of yourself, believing in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, ain't nobody gonna believe in you. No one's gonna rescue you. No one's gonna show up and say, hey, you know what? I really think you should do this, and I support you no matter what. Dude, that day ain't probably ever gonna come, man. Your days are gonna fucking fall by the wayside, and before you know it, you're gonna be looking in the reverse and saying, oh, fuck, man, I didn't do shit this life. But guess what? You get to do it again. That's the beautiful thing. When you coast, right? When you fucking sideline yourself from the game of life, you get to come back and do it again, because the game of life isn't about possessions, right? It's about spiritual evolution. The true essence of this life is about evolving spiritually, but the beautiful thing is that the more spiritually aligned you are with your truth, with your purpose on this planet, that is gonna manifest itself into many creative expressions that thus are going to add value to humanity, and that value always does come back. And you're gonna be so much happier having discovered the things that you always kind of thought about, knew about, because it's in you, but you never had the confidence, the courage, the clarity, and the belief in yourself to express it, to cultivate it, to develop it, and to become the greatest version of yourself, the best version of yourself. And I don't know if that's a fucking billionaire rapper, or if it's someone that, makes a difference in a million gazillion other ways. The world is shifting. We all feel it. I know spiritually we're all feeling shifts. I know that there's a lot of power players that are trying to put the facades up to keep you believing in the shit that there's no return on the investment of your time and your attention and your contributions. And those things are falling by the wayside. And the most important thing for you to consider, all I can do is offer you something to consider. Invest in yourself each and every day. And I guarantee you, you will reap massive, massive rewards. But you have to be willing to go all in. No half-hearted bullshit. No half-stepping motherfucking shit. This is the real deal. Whether you like my language or not, this is the real deal. Going all in on you. Believing in you. Letting go of the vices. Right? Starting to get honest with yourself. Starting to do some self-discovery work. And if you haven't yet, download the app. I literally have over a month's worth of free self-discovery work. That is step one. When you are finally ready to stop self-abandoning, self-destructing, self-loathing, self-sabotaging. When you're sick of it, when you're like, I need something new to do for myself, because what I've been doing hasn't gotten me nowhere in life. If you're ready to change that story, your ass needs to hop on the Results Kill Excuses app. Download it. Don't just download it. We do work around here. I'm not here for entertainment purposes. That's another shift in the new reality. This is not for entertainment. You guys have been so distracted by all the people that are just there to talk shit and entertain your asses, when it's like, no, man. The new world is about putting in the work. It's about self-accountability. It's about you becoming the best version of you, building each other up, not tearing fucking each other down, acting as if somehow, me winning means you gotta lose, or if you're losing, then you need to see me lose. No, fuck no. We all can win, but we've been programmed to think otherwise. But it does take you putting in your effort. 1% better each and every day. That's not just a saying anymore. That's one of the greatest resources on the planet right now. If you're someone that's really looking to start reprogramming your negative beliefs, getting unstuck, holding yourself accountable in a way that is really designed to be very simple to follow. It's really clear and easy, and it's a throwback to your childhood. It's a throwback to the youth, the good old days, man, doing them worksheets in elementary and junior high, right? The 1% better everyday journal. 91 days, volume 1, of daily gratitude, self-accountability, and 5 phases of going from self-sabotage to self-mastery. There, with support videos throughout the whole entire experience. This is how you get unstuck, by putting in the time and the focus and the intention. And I can tell you, in my situation with journaling, I sat there and stared at blank pages many, many days because I just had too much shit in my head. And if you can relate to having too many things going on through your head, thinking you got to figure it all out, I'm telling you, man, you're going to stay stuck. When you start realizing the power of the pen and writing that shit down, I'm telling you, that's when things start to move. That's when your problems, your fears shrink to manageable, actionable steps that you can then execute on. Each and every day, though, this is lock in for the long haul. This ain't just for shits and giggles. This ain't just for a season. This is for the rest of your life. This is rolling it out from here on out. Because what that means is you writing the most incredible story of how your life ends. The comeback story of all comeback stories. Yes, you have that power. Yes, I believe in you. Will you believe in you? And even greater than that, will you invest in you? If you're ready to invest in you, click on that link below. Purchase a 1% Better everyday journal. At least watch the promotional video so you can see what you're getting yourself into, because that thing's going to transform your life. And if you want something that is just as involved with just as much support at no cost, Results Kill Excuses app in your app store. Download the app and start doing the self-discovery work. There's over a month's worth of free lessons there for you. From my heart to your heart, because I'm all about helping others help themselves. Did you hear that? I am all about helping others help themselves. I appreciate when people say, hey, thank you for helping us. And it's like, I'm just here to help you help yourself. You got to do the work. You don't have to do it alone. You do have to do it on your own. And guess what? Now is the time. Start now. Start now. I heard something, and I'll finish with this, about trees. I love being outside. Nature is clearly my happy place. It should be yours too. I heard something where the biggest, tallest trees in the forest, I call them the kings of the forest because they truly are. I love those trees. I could feel the energy on them. But greater than that is they are also the slowest growing trees. I'm going to say that again. The biggest, tallest trees in the forest are the slowest growing trees. The fastest growing trees die the quickest. Now put that into your life. If you want quick results, quick relief, you've already been doing that. Easy come, easy go. I'm offering you something that's saying lock in. Lock into a community, lock into a mindset, 1% better every single day, no days off, and transform your life. Take your power back. No longer bullshitting yourself, no longer bullshitting others. Lock in here to Results Kill Excuses. Get on the app, get in the community, start connecting with some people. Get yourself a 1% journal. Reach out if you need help. Greg at Results Kill Excuses if you're ready to help yourself. That's what I got for you. From the bottom of my heart, I send you blessings. I send you love. Please take a few moments each and every day to tell yourself that you do love yourself. We need to start working on that. That's just such a basic thing that we need to start working on. Because the more you love yourself, the more you actually really learn to love others. Because the only love you can give is the love you give yourself. And if you're not loving yourself, I can guarantee you, whatever you're doing with other people that you're calling love, you don't want to hear this, but it's bullshit. And you know the drill. Results kill excuses, because if it was easy, it wouldn't be worth it. Greg's out.